And
Yes.
then you learned how to do a proper launch. How did that go?
Yes. um, it was an amazing time with a lot of emotions and ups and downs, and I had to learn all this technical stuff from being totally offline, and so it was quite a lot of work. I did the homeschooling with the kids, running the online shop, and in the evenings I did all the tasks you gave us, and I definitely would like to do a proper launch. So I managed to get 900 sign-ups for the webinar, which was
Just
amazing.
amazing.
Yes, and I was getting really nervous about the webinar. And then and the webinar didn't went well because of lots of crazy things happening that evening. There was a big thunderstorm, so a couple of times the internet crashed, and there were some people in the webinar not being happy with herself and unsatisfied, and they started like a shitstorm during the webinar. And so there started a huge discussion, and
So basically, everything that people are afraid will happen in a webinar happened to you on your
yes.
first webinar. So it's good. It's done.
Yes. And I
And you
survived it, and
survived, and you're alive, and
yes.
you're still here, and I'm talking to you. So that's a good lesson for anyone who's worried. It all happened to you, and it was probably horrible in the moment, but what did you then do?
um, I stayed focused during the webinar and
Mhm.
decided not to focus on that people messing around, and did the whole thing. And interesting was that all people stayed during the webinar until the end.
Yeah.
About 450 people stayed until the end.
So you had a 50% show up rate, which is
Yes.
already amazing. Another amazing thing. And
Yeah.
they stayed until the end, despite internet going out and some weird
Yes.
people making a shit show. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, and I did made my first sales during the webinar, even though, and I was really happy about it. But after the webinar, I was, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to talk to people who are so unsatisfied, so annoying, and I was really, really down. And it was like the webinar was on a Thursday, and on that Friday, I did do nothing. I was just like, oh, I don't want to get up and go out there. And but then there were all these lovely people writing me from other people from the webinar and the group, your group from the program. They were so supportive, and then I decided, okay, I go and stand up and go for the open card period and do my best and sell as much as I can.